You're just a kid. It's gonna take a L. It's gonna take a definite L.
Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. And both teams focused here in this rivalry as the Suns come in looking for a win.
San Antonio.
Taking a look at Phoenix. Outplayed in the previous game on schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game. They didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defense that's showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
They get the rebound. Here's Wembanyama. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Durant attacking. And he makes good on the layup. KD's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Phoenix. And always hovering around the 50-90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and great efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again. KD is right at the top of that list.
Here's Durant. Trying to free himself up. A nice shot by KD. Durant's got his second basket of the game. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally, I think a defender can do it.
Durant's shot is good.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting grade has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game.
Unbelievable.
But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
There has been a lot of discussion about the length of the NBA season. Jay, you think 82
You gotta stop.
is the right number?
I do. It's worked well for 50 years, so why change it? And if we do change it, it affects records and how we compare the game across the league.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul.
Really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Quick start for the Suns in this one. 6-point game. Here's this matchup with the Spurs. It's their first meeting of the season.
And they dropped the season series to these guys a year ago. Not their proudest moment.
Outside, Fox. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
Nice work inside from the smaller Fox. So cunning and crafty around the rim.
For the Spurs with the ball. And with an update from the sideline. Let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. This team's focus is trying to slow down Devin Booker. They said the thing with Devin is that he's not just an ISO scorer. They run a lot of actions. So we have to do our best to chase him around. Rotations. Take all 5 down. And stop it. Guys?
Thank you, David.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, The Spurs should be a great defensive team.
It's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Suns making a switch here. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Plumlee, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Great timing by Booker, setting up his teammate for success.
To the inside. Best
No way, Bass.
misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Here's Plumlee.
No way.
Slammed in by Plumlee.
And he might be for center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot at the free throw line. And with the score of the Suns, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. It can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Here's Booker. It's Biyombo with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Well, Wembanyama can do it all, but the coaching staff would like to see him stay in the paint as much as he can.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Phoenix leading by 5. To the middle. Here's Barnes. Plumlee with the steal. Jumps up. And finished up by Beatty.
Look at Durant using that long stride to stay out ahead on the break.
Pass to Plumlee. Outside Beal. 2 free throws coming up, and they coach the shooting foul.
And the coaches want this to be play aggressive, force your way to the strike.
The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
First of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is
Thank you.
he's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think it's
Not in any way.
Here's Fox after the Suns pick up 2.
Beauty.
Feed that time from Wembanyama. And that's 13 points for De'Aaron Fox. And Barnes comes to help. 1 second separate the shot clock.
No way.
And that one good.
And showing off a little with the handles there. Man, is Booker fun to watch.
Here's Fox. The drive by Barnes.
Don't play with yourself.
Barnes slamming it down.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Pass to Plumlee. And in off the glass. And it's 6 points for Mason Plumlee.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him.
Yeah, when there's a little man, he's found it. You love to see a guy just
And so it's Kevin Durant. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. I personally love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got
Nobody.
who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take is Nikola Jokic.
Here's Fox. Tyus Jones picking up that last basket. And Wembanyama, that's for two. And that one, good. And Wembanyama's got 6.
And that's one of Fox's strengths, trying to involve his teammates first. A really good passer, wants to play for his guys.
Phoenix calls his timeout. Now some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
The Suns making a switch here. Jones with out-guarded by Wembanyama. 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. This is his first trip to the line tonight. First free throw is good. And Allen drops them both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter. Just impressive with the teamwork out there, setting the table with one another.
Come on, boys.
And the Suns call time here.
Blood clot.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Jones. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
How?
Jones has got his second bucket of the night.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, if you have the killer instinct he showed there, it doesn't matter what the size disadvantage is.
And there is his fourth. Jones has got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Plenty of space. San Antonio with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
Well, this has to be a frustrating loss because they actually played well, but it still wasn't enough for them to get the win.
And Allen with the slam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Jones, no luck. Spurs trail by 10. Outside, Fox. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Dunn. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. O'Neal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And they struggled a bit at the line in the first quarter, but they have been terrific in the second, up to almost 85% overall.
The Suns do their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. He's off on the first.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Well, Stan, I know you made the transition from college to the NBA as a coach and were successful, but how hard is that transition for the player to go from college to the pro?
It's an incredible transition, Kevin. In college, let's think about it. The very best teams may have 2 or 3 NBA caliber players. You know how many NBA players are on NBA teams? Undefeatable. And the pace of the game, everything happens faster. So all of your reads and decisions have to happen faster. That's what I think takes a ton more than the skills themselves.
And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people that want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. Can't get that break. He can't take any plays off. His speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with. No question. B.A. Banks. Now, here's Fox.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Here's Beal. He's a nice option for them offensively. He's averaging more than 17 points a game. It's Durant on the wing. Over Wembanyama. And the Suns this again.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. Phoenix leading by 5. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Dunks aren't always for a big foul.
Serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
2 points. Scotland goes. Barnes has got 4 this quarter.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
There's the call on Durant. And that's foul number 2 for him.
First team. Sun substitution.
Now, Fox. It's Wembanyama, top of the key. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes
Tie game in San Antonio. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. For the lead. And he lays it up and in. Fox has got 25 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Wembanyama, that's for 2. That shot off.
the defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
The finish. Wembanyama using those long strides in transition.
He runs so well for his size. Wembanyama knows how to finish on the break.
Stolen. The rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Fox. And he uses the distance on the way. Now it's a 6-point Spurs lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Second chance effort. And that one's good. Richards got his second bucket.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Suns trail by 4. Dunk by Barnes.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Brady lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, right to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense.